1K every day keeps the doctor away. That's not true. I just wanted to say it because it rhymes. Now let me tell you about how running 1K every single day helped me change my life in terms of my running. I hated running for the longest time. I would have thought when I saw people running in a race or in a park run or something, I thought, these people are mental. Why are you deciding to go through such pain, suffering? And you're paying for this. Even people who did 10Ks or half marathons or full marathons, I thought these people have nothing better to do than to run. I did not understand it. Now I understand it too much. And it all started very small. I started with 1 kilometer every single day. I was going through a rough time at the time. So I felt that running 1K a day would help me. And that's something that really helped me actually. I found a bench that was around 1K a day, or 1K away. And I would wake up every single morning, 4 a.m., sometimes even, 6 a.m. down to 5 a.m. I didn't wake up at 4 a.m., that was a lie. But these early times, wake up and I would run to the bench, which is 1K a day away. I would get to the bench and I would listen to my music. I would listen to an album. I had a very big, I've loved music for a long time, so that was my thing. I thought I had ran to these places just so I can find some peace of mind and listen to my albums, which I did. What did happen, but it was actually the running that gave me the discipline, gave me the high, and I did this every day. It was almost as though it was my wake-up routine. I'd wake up, put my shoes on, go for a run, listen to an album, get back, brush my teeth, put my clothes on, shower. But when I first started doing this, on the first day, I just decided to do it because of some random motivation. I found it quite difficult, quite hard to actually wake up and run because I made the promise to myself the day before. I don't know. Sometimes you probably do that. You probably tell yourself, oh, tomorrow I'm going to go for a 5K run, this, that. Then the next day comes up and you wake up early and you're really tired and you end up, I'll do it later. So you sleep in and then later comes around and you sort of delay it to the next day, or you pretend you forget about it. But I decided to just go for this 1K, this one day. And I did it. And I listened to a really great album and I walked back, and the rest of the day was just so enjoyable. I really had a great time that day. And it all started from one positive action. One positive thing where I felt like I've won something. I could, when I got back home, I could almost tell myself, just walk with a sort of aura that I did a run this morning. When everyone was asleep, I did a run. It's almost, you have this stronger self-esteem about yourself. You walk with a certain confidence. And I quite liked that. So I did it the next day. Same thing happened. I would walk with this confident aura and I would feel good the rest of the day. I did it the next day and the next day and the next day. After a week, every time I would wake up from that point on, the first thing that would pop into my mind was go for a 1K run. To the point where I couldn't go a day without it. I went for 2 months straight without a single day, without taking a day off from running 1K each morning. those were one of the 2 happiest months that I have ever been in. And the reason as to why I missed a day because the 2 months and then the streak ended, doesn't really matter. But that one day, the reason as to why I couldn't run that day was because I was traveling. I was in Sweden. But after that, I went back to the routine and things. But and I do a 1K run every morning from now. It's not. I don't even call it a run. It's just my alarm clock. It's just how I wake up. It's my morning routine. And I do training runs most days, where I do a couple kilometers, but the 1K run doesn't even count. It's just how I wake up. And after the week, the 1K run was something I had to do. It wasn't something that I had to it wasn't a chore. It was something I needed, in fact. It was a need. I needed to run every morning, 1K to that bench, and listen to my music. It was as though it was my meditation to run 1K every single day. And with this consistency of me running every day, it made it so running was something that I enjoyed rather than hated, because I hated it for the longest time. The 1Ks and the music after. The thing is, you don't have to, if you're talking about yourself, if I'm talking to you directly, you don't have to go run 1K every single day and listen to music. What I suggest, here's a call to action I'll suggest for everyone is every single day, go outside and run 100 meters, 1K, to your local bench every single day. After 3 days of doing this, your perspective about running will change. I guarantee it. Because doing this is a habit. It turns into a habit. It doesn't even turn into a chore anymore after consistently doing it. It's just something you almost have to do. It's like a craving. You need it. That's how I personally fell in love with running. My perspective changed about it because I looked at it as not a run, but as a way to wake up, a way to mentally calm myself, mentally come into equilibrium, if that makes any sense at all. That's sort of just a random thing that just popped up into my head. But yeah, I really do suggest running every day. 1K, that's it. And this is one of the core things that I teach when I do one-on-one mentorships with some of my clients. This is what I tell them. It doesn't matter what type of runners they are. It doesn't matter if they're more advanced. For the first week, what I tell them to do is to run 1 kilometer every single day. That's it. What that does is it creates that habit. So when you wake up, you automatically want to go for a run. Want to go for a run. And yeah, I really hope this video has reached you at a good time. And I suggest, even right now, to go outside. Try it. Doesn't matter if it's in the morning or it's the afternoon, just run somewhere. Sit down for a bit. And then walk back. And do it for, not just today, do it the next day. And another day. Another day. And if you decide to not do it for one day, you'll realize that in your mind, you almost feel as though I'm missing something today. What is it? But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope it has giving you a different perspective about running. And please do interact with this video. Please like it if you've enjoyed it. Please leave a nice comment, even subscribe. It'll make my day. So yeah, and all this interaction, it helps with the algorithm, helps this video get around. Thank you, appreciate it.